everyone, and welcome back to What Blew Your Mind Recently. If the future is our currency, what voices shape it? In today's episode, we go into something simple but profound. Are we bringing everyone to the table, the loud and the not so loud voices? Which voices are we including behind every policy, every conflict, every global decision is a person, and they matter.
Nomvula, it's really great to have you with us today. I think this conversation feels especially timely right now because we're living in this age where we have access to more information than ever before, but still seem to be disconnected from the impact of it all. So for those watching, Nomvula is the COO at Futureworld. She's a mom, a formidable businesswoman, and someone who recently played a pivotal role in bringing us all together for our annual team breakaway. And it was actually during our company retreat where something really stood out to us as a team. And that is, how powerful it is to actually be in the same room with the people you work with. There's something about that face-to-face interaction, that energy, that understanding, that empathy that just seems to be impossible to replicate through a screen. And Nomvula, that ties directly into what you want to discuss with us today. Am I right?
It does. Thank you, Kirsten, and thank you for the intro, Sudan. I guess when I reflect on what blew my mind and what continues to blow my mind, to be honest, is when I reflect on what is happening in the world around us and how I'm amazed at which voices get platformed, which ones are the loudest, and what are the decisions that are taken because of those loud voices, and which voices are not as loud and should be considered in those decisions, and sometimes are not even in the room when decisions are being taken. So this is constantly top of mind for me when I see developments in the world. And then I try to bring it closer to home when I think about myself and my role as a leader at Futureworld. And you guys have both referenced our recent breakaway. We're just seeing people in person just revitalizes you in a way that you didn't realize you needed, because there really are people behind that Teams screen and that invite in your diary. And it also just reminds me that, yes, Futureworld exists as a microcosm in this big world that we are in, but we don't have to replicate the same behaviors and ways of being that we see in the world. At least we should replicate the great ones. So when I just reflect on this conversation, I think about being very intentional about creating an environment where there's not only the loud voices that give input into these businesses that we're building for our clients, into how we think about the future. I'm always so mindful about how will the future judge us. It will not only be about great businesses and new revenue streams, but it's how we've engaged with each other, how we've held each other accountable, how we've had courageous conversations, which must be had in any environment. But to be honest, most importantly for me, that we've done that with kindness, right? That's one thing that will never go out of fashion. You will not find yourself 20 years later being accused of being too kind, and that was the wrong thing to do. It will not happen. So yes, I think a quote that comes to mind for me is when I think about Maya Angelou, amazing author. And she says that they may forget what you said to them, what you did for them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And that just kindness really has a lasting impact. And we can do it all. We can build amazing businesses. We can be impactful in the world. We can make hard decisions, and we can be kind in doing it.
It's such a powerful thought, Nomvula. And it's a reminder that the future we're all building isn't only shaped by tech and signals, but by how we treat one another. It's about being human first.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Nomvula, for grounding us in that truth. This episode is a little different, a bit more reflective, a little more heart, but we hope it sparks conversation. So if something resonated, keep talking, ask questions, be kind, be intentional with your words, and maybe, just maybe, remember that behind every lens, every headline, every soundbite is a person. So thank you.